Hello.
Thanks for doing the video session, Dr. Phineas.
I can't hear you from there.
I said, thanks for doing the video session, Dr. Phineas.
A good therapist never ignores his patients. How have you been since our last session?
I'm hearing voices again.
Oh, Hophni.
Exactly. And one of them even sounds like you.
One of them? How many are there?
It's hard to keep count. They like to talk over each other.
I see. Can you get a general sense of what they're trying to say to you?
Yeah, one of them's telling me a story, but it's not very interesting.
What's the story about?
It's really just the plot of this romance novel I read once. One of those bodice ripper things with long-haired bodybuilder types on the cover.
That doesn't sound like your usual reading material.
It's not, but it was the only thing I had to read when I took that sabbatical you recommended. My luggage got lost and there was just one book in the cabin. So that's what I read.
And you didn't care for it?
Not at all. The main character is a woman who's having an affair with a priest. It's the priest who's talking to me.
The priest is telling you a story.
It's basically the novel from his perspective, but it's like he wants me to tell him it's okay, that there's nothing wrong with him sleeping with the women in his congregation and stealing money from the offering box.
So the priest is looking to you for absolution.
Yes.
But you can't give it to him?
Well, obviously those things are wrong, but it's not any of my business, really. I can't do anything for him.
Did you tell him that?
I did. I don't think he heard me, though.
Why not?
With all the other voices, it's tough to get in a word edgewise. And also, there's the small matter of him being a figment of my imagination.
Well, there is that.
Do figments hear?
Depends on how you imagine them, I suppose.
Well, he doesn't seem to. He just keeps going on and on.
And the other voices, you said one sounded like me.
Yeah, that one reminds me to take my meds.
Are you taking them?
I am, I swear. I hate the side effects, though.
Like what?
I have really vivid dreams, nightmares, actually.
Tell me about them.
Now, they're difficult to remember.
Do you have your dream diary?
It's a notebook. Diary seems too feminine.
That's a little sexist, don't you think?
Not especially.
Notebook, then. Do you have it?
Yes.
Tell me about your dreams.
Okay, I had one where I was 12 again, and I kissed Esther on the playground.
Your childhood crush. That doesn't sound like a nightmare at all.
The teacher gave me the death penalty.
That seems like a rather harsh punishment.
I had to run away and change my name.
To what?
Samson.
That seems like an odd choice for someone on the run.
I was only 12. And also, it wasn't real.
Touche. Was that the end of the dream?
No, it went on a bit from there.
Tell me the rest.
I ran away, and then I was in a restaurant having a bowl of oatmeal.
But you don't like oatmeal.
I told you this was a nightmare.
Continue.
And that's when it caught me.
The teacher.
No, Principal Markham, except he was also a policeman.
Well, that sort of thing is common in dreams. Did he arrest you?
He did, but there was a lot of police brutality at first. He wrestled me down and slapped me around and put cuffs on me.
That sounds awful. How did you feel?
Sore mostly, also a little high.
High?
He reeked of weed. I got a little buzz just from the smell.
Is that possible?
It is in a dream.
Of course.
And I have a strong sense of smell.
So was that the end?
No, they put me in prison on death row.
Were you executed?
No. In the dream, my friend Andy was the governor and he pardoned me, but that didn't make any sense.
Well, why not?
Andy's an architect, not a politician.
I see.
And I'm pretty sure he let them kill me.
Why?
I slept with his wife, broke up his marriage.
That can be traumatic, but I doubt it would be enough to let you be executed.
Probably not. Well, not the first time anyway.
I'm confused. They got back together and you had a second affair?
No, I slept with his second wife too. Jacqueline was just so beautiful, I couldn't resist.
You broke up 2 of his marriages.
3 actually.
My heavens.
Yeah, and he still doesn't know about his current wife.
Hophni.
What?
That is abominable behavior.
If you saw these women, you'd understand.
Their physical appearance is hardly relevant.
It was relevant to me.
Evidently. And just how did you seduce these women?
What do you mean?
Well, you're not an ugly man, but you're hardly the sort of Adonis that women just fall all over.
So physical appearance is hardly relevant, huh?
Touche, but you didn't answer my question.
Well, I'm really not proud of that part.
That bad, huh?
I really couldn't say. Morality's really not my area.
Perhaps not, but we all must take responsibility for the consequences of our actions.
Well, the truth is,
Yes,
well,
go on.
I pretended to be
A what?
a priest, okay? I pretended to be a priest.
A clearer picture is beginning to emerge.
I didn't mean to, honest.
You accidentally pretended to be a priest.
Yes.
So you slipped and fell, and when you got up, you were in a collar and dangling rosary beads from your hand. That's your story.
Well, not like that.
Well, like what then?
It started out innocently. I mean, I wasn't innocent. I had stolen some money.
From whom?
A girlfriend. It doesn't matter. The point is, I was feeling a bit guilty, and I was walking by church, and I went in.
Dressed as a priest.
No. I just wanted to talk to someone, you know. I couldn't afford therapy then.
I understand.
And there was a confession booth. So I went in. I'm not religious, but I'd seen them on TV. And it seemed like a good idea at the time. But when I started talking, nobody answered.
The priest was gone?
Yeah, but I didn't know for sure, so I checked on him.
How so?
I went into the other side.
And?
It was different over there. The chair was really comfortable, and he had this little bar there. So I stayed, had a glass of wine. It was nice.
But someone came in.
Abby, Andy's first wife. She confessed some things, and I told her to do 5 Hail Marys and 3 Our Fathers, and she went on about her business.
That doesn't sound like much of an affair.
She confessed some things that she liked. And then I went to her favorite bar and used that inside information to my advantage.
So she never knew that it was you in the confession?
Oh, no, never.
What about the other 3, was it?
Well, Andy has a type. And after I met Ruth, I just thought, if it ain't broke.
How did you manage to catch them all at an empty confessional?
Well, first I had to follow them and I had to figure out their schedules. And then I distracted the priest with a phone call to the hospital or something. And then, well, you get the picture.
Indeed, I do.
Do you think you can help me, Doc?
Well, that depends on exactly what kind of help you want.
I want to stop hearing voices.
That will probably take some time.
I've got time, Doc. No job, plenty of time on my hands. I'm independently wealthy now,
From all the insider trading.
if that's what you want to call it.
That's certainly what the authorities would call it.
But they're never going to know, right? Doctor-patient confidentiality and all that stuff.
Yes, yes. That and the fact that the statute of limitations has run out.
Thank God for that. So what's the first step? How do I get my head right again?
Well, first, you have to accept that these voices in your head are actually your conscience.
Conscience?
Newly grown, it would seem.
I waited as long as I could.
Indeed. And you might want to start making amends,
Amends?
apologizing to people you hurt and trying to fix any problems you may have caused.
You're saying I should give the money back?
Perhaps some of it at least.
Some of it? All right. I could do some of it. How much do you think it would take to get down to maybe 2 or 3 voices? A few $1,000s?
Maybe add a zero or two.
That much, huh?
It seems appropriate.
All right, well, you're the doctor, so who should I make it out to?
Just just make it out to me. I'll take care of the rest.
That won't just give you voices in your head?
I can handle it. I'm a professional.
Okay, whatever you say, Doc. I'll put it in the mail.
See that you do.
So same time next week?
Oh, absolutely.